On this channel, I share real stories of ordinary people who faced real struggles and slowly rebuilt their lives. This was one of those stories. The day my girlfriend of 4 years broke up with me. The reason she gave was so simple, it felt like a slap. I was 22, living in Toronto, Canada, building what I thought was a solid future. Everyone knew about us, my parents, my friends, her family. We were that couple. But no one, including me, saw it coming. We had been together since high school. Priya and I started dating in grade 12. 4 years of late-night study sessions, weekend drives along the lake, and family dinners where our parents already treated us like we were getting married. She was my first love. I was hers. Rising action felt like a dream at the time. I was grinding hard on my career. I had landed an internship at a tech firm downtown and was working 6 weeks while finishing my degree in computer engineering. Priya was in the same college but studying business. We used to joke that I was the serious one and she was the fun one. Everyone around us saw it too. My best friend Rohan would tease me. "Bro, you two are endgame." My mom would call Priya her future daughter. I thought the harder I worked, the stronger we would become. I sacrificed weekends and stayed up coding so I could build something real. Priya said she understood. She said she was proud. Then came the first conflict. It was a cold November evening in 2023. Priya sat across from me, stirring her coffee, and said the words I never expected. "I think we should break up. We've just grown apart. You're so focused on your career now. It feels like I'm dating your schedule instead of you." That was it. The reason was so simple. No cheating story. No big fight. No third person. Just you're too busy. I sat there, stunned. 4 years, reduced to one sentence. I tried to argue, but she had already made up her mind. I walked home in the freezing rain, numb. From that night on, I was ashamed to tell anyone the real reason. My friends kept asking, "What happened? Man, you two were perfect." Rohan texted every day. "You okay? Talk to me." My parents noticed I wasn't eating. Primera día de insight. Just stressed. With work. Every night, I locked myself in the bathroom, turned on the shower so no one could hear, and cried until my chest hurt. The pain was quiet, but constant. I kept replaying her words. Was I really that boring? Was I a bad boyfriend for trying to build a future? Slowly, I started living with the pain. I went to classes, showed up at the office, smiled when people asked, but inside, I was empty. That was my first small comeback, just surviving. I told myself time would heal it. Then the second conflict hit like a truck. 2 weeks later, I was scrolling Instagram late at night, and there it was. A story from a mutual friend, Priya and Alex, laughing together. The caption, "New chapter." I knew Alex. He was the fun, outgoing type. The posts were from the same week she broke up with me. The simple reason she gave me was a lie, or at least only half the truth. That discovery destroyed me more than the breakup itself. Self-doubt flooded in. Was I not good enough? I had an emotional breakdown right there on my apartment floor. I couldn't breathe. I called Rohan at 2 a.m., voice shaking. And for the first time I told someone the full truth, the shame, the Instagram posts, everything. Rohan didn't judge. He just listened. Then he said, "Bro, this wasn't about you being too serious. This was her choice." He stayed on the phone for 2 hours. He made me promise to delete the apps and start talking to a counselor. That was my second comeback. After that night, the rising action began slow but real. I stopped hiding. I told my parents the truth. I threw myself into my work. But this time with balance, I started exercising, joined a coding club, and actually made new friends. The pain didn't vanish overnight, but it became smaller. Then, 3 months later, I met Leela at a career fair. She was interning at a different firm. Smart, kind, and she understood ambition without making me feel guilty for it. She was everything. Priya wasn't in the end. Supportive, honest, and genuinely happy. When I succeeded, we started slow. By the time I graduated and landed my first full-time job, I was genuinely happy. Leela and I are still together, stronger than ever. My parents love her. Rohan is still my best friend and still teases me. But now in a good way. One quiet evening, sitting on my balcony overlooking Toronto, I look back at the whole mess. The payoff wasn't getting a better girlfriend or proving Priya wrong. It was realizing that one breakup forced me to become a better man. I learned to communicate my feelings instead of hiding them. I learned that building a career is important, but not at the cost of love. That one simple breakup made me stronger, more self-aware, and finally at peace. If you've ever been blindsided or felt ashamed, drop your story in the comments. I read every single one. If this hit you, hit like and subscribe for more real stories. Next week, I'm sharing how I turned my biggest career failure into a breakthrough. Until then, if someone walks away with a simple excuse, don't chase the reason. Work on becoming the version of yourself that doesn't need validation.